Hi, I'm Joe Mentrek, Director of the Wealth Center at Meaden and More, today to continue our discussion about business succession planning. On previous occasions, we've talked about what is business succession planning, why is it important, and some of the general goals for the succession planning process. So today what I want to talk about is actually getting started and developing a process-oriented approach to family business succession planning. Now, the hardest part about getting started truly is overcoming inertia and making the process manageable, because it really can be overwhelming if you let it. So it takes me back to thinking about a recent client prospect that we were talking to who just said, let's just do it. And if you think it's that simple, you need to really think again, because it's not. If you think it's that simple, if you think there's an off-the-shelf answer, you will ultimately be disappointed. When you say just do it, I can come up with a plan really very easily. I will say, as of a certain date, we'll have you sell your business to the person you want to sell it to, and you'll go into retirement. But questions will abound from that point on. You know, what will I do when I'm done? Will the next person who's coming to step into my shoes be ready? Where is the money going to come from? Who's going to pay for this? You know, if the company used to pay for your car and your clubs and all of those sorts of things, now all that stuff is on you. And what if the business slows? Who is going to take care of stepping back in if it needs to happen, or making sure that the stream of revenue is sustained to pay you off as far as your retirement is concerned? So again, I think it's important that you take it seriously, become invested, and take a process-oriented approach toward the business succession plan. So what is that process-oriented approach? First, it is to engage the appropriate professional advisors. Who is going to help you through this process? Naturally, we would say your accountant should be part of that plan, but there are other professionals that will be useful also. Your attorney for drafting documents, a valuation professional to get the value of the business under control as far as what the transfer is going to be. An investment advisor if you're actually selling and are going to have a liquidity event that's going to end up with a lot of cash in your pocket. Insurance professionals. Then it even could go as far as if there's going to be family conflict, some family advisors and that sort of thing, or even quite frankly, if the people who are going to be taking your place are going to be needing additional training, trainers and other individuals who can provide those types of services. So as you can see, it becomes quite an involved process. It can become quite an involved process depending on who's going to be involved. Next is to understand and identify the issues that you're going to be facing. You know, we talked about the general goals of succession planning, so you need to really get a good handle on ownership succession, management succession, financial security, tax efficiency, and family harmony and family dynamics. Once you've been able to understand your issues, you start thinking about the issues of the other key stakeholders in the process. The people to whom the business is going to be transferred, whether it's family members. Are they active in the business? Your other children, your spouse, the in-laws, the employees, the vendors, the customers, even the community at large are affected by your business. So there are a lot of stakeholders and there are a lot of issues that need to be considered from that perspective. You need to identify the overarching needs of the business and the goals that the business is trying to maintain. A strategic business plan might be a very important part of the business succession planning process too. Once you've got a good handle on the players, the goals, then it's time to actually start thoroughly exploring and understanding what your options are as far as the transition is concerned. It's at that point when the advisors are really going to be able to show their worth to help you understand what's going on. At that point in time, once you understand fully what your options are and how these options are going to get you to your goals, it's time to develop the plan. And once you've developed the plan, it's important to communicate it. The people who are going to be involved need to know what's happening, when it's happening, why it's happening. So communication is paramount in this process. At that point then, you're ready to implement the plan. Once it's in place, monitor it, and then you're set to enjoy the results.